Delle Donne again.
We had a great year last year, won a lot of games.
Happy Friday, CAA Hoops fans, and welcome to another edition of CAA Hoops Weekly. I'm your host, Bobby Broyles, along with my colleague, Rob Washburn. The final weekend of the regular season for men's hoops is here. And Rob, if there's any indication how special this upcoming CAA men's basketball championship can be, we have seen it in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, the closer we get to March Madness, the more the competition heats up. In the last 11 conference games since February the 21st, there's been 3 overtime games, 4 games decided by 1 point, and another by 2 points. So as we get closer to the CAA championship, the competition gets better and better.
Should be a great championship coming up. Well, as we take a look back at last week's action, we begin with an overtime thriller, shocker, in Fairfax on Tuesday night as Towson got a career-high 31 points from Jarrell Benjamin to pick up the victory over George Mason.
Yeah, and Benjamin gets 22 points in the first half as Towson takes a 10-point lead at the break. They're still up by 7 with a minute to go when Patrick Holloway comes off the bench for George Mason, hits a couple of three-pointers, and then Anale Okoloji with a three-pointer with 1.2 seconds left sends the game into overtime. The game stays close throughout the extra session until Bilal Dixon with a tip-in bucket with about a little over 30 seconds to go gives Towson an 85-81 win, ends a 20-game losing streak to the Patriots. Towson now tied for second in the CAA at 12-5. They got 17 wins for the first time since 1993-94 and on the verge of one of the biggest turnarounds in NCAA history.
Then in Atlanta, the Northeastern Huskies were able to clinch the CAA regular season title outright, but it took some extra basketball as well before they could knock off Georgia State.
Yeah, Georgia State gets off to a quick start and actually had a 13-point advantage in that game late in the first half. But as they've done 6 times this season, Northeastern rallies back. Freshman Zach Stahl with a couple of 3-point plays down the stretch to force overtime. In the overtime session, Northeastern goes 12 for 12 from the free throw line to complete a CAA record 27 for 27 night from the charity stripe. Career high tying 29 points from Joel Smith as Northeastern captures its first CAA regular season title. For Georgia State, junior Devontae White with 24 points to reach the 1,000-point mark for his career, and R.J. Hunter sets the Georgia State freshman scoring record with 527 points.
This brings us to our special guest today. Joining us now, a member of the 2013 CAA men's basketball regular season champions, the Northeastern Huskies, Joel Smith. Joel, congratulations on winning the league's regular season title for the first time in school history. Talk about what it means to have accomplished that goal.
Oh, first of all, man, thanks. As far as what it means to us, it's a great honor and a great privilege to be #1 seed and also outright for the first time since 91. It's a great honor, man. The hard work's really paid off, and coaching staff's done a great job, manager's done a great job, and the team, we really deserve it, man. We worked hard all summer and our Canadian tour, and we just never gave up.
When did you know this was going to be a special season for the Huskies?
Oh man, coming into the season, coming off the Canadian tournament or the tour, we had a great tour up there. Guys really gelled and got to know one another. Freshmen got to know seniors, sophomores, juniors. We all just had a great experience up there and a great bonding experience as well. So I knew coming back to Boston it wasn't going to be any different. We're going to go attack it the same way, and it's going to be real special for us.
Joel, early in your career you played behind a pair of All-CAA guards in Matt Janning and Chase Allen. Now that you've developed into one of the top players in the conference, what did you learn from those guys both as a player and a leader of this team?
Oh, man, when you speak of Matt Janning and Chase Allen, man, guys like me and John Lee who were freshmen when they were upperclassmen, you get the valuable experience from playing those guys every day in practice. And, they trusted us and went hard at us every day. They didn't cut us any slack. And all in all, that turned out great for us. Me and him, now we can look back at those experiences and take those from those guys and put it into our own body of work. So it's great to have guys like that when you're young.
Joel, it seems like nearly every game has gone down to the wire this season for Northeastern, and you've often been the guy to step up and hit the big shots from three-point range and also from the free throw line. Do you enjoy having the ball in your hands during pressure situations?
Oh, man, I love it. I love it. I know it's going to either go to me, John, or Quincy. We're, top 3 options, everybody knows it's probably going to go to one of us 3. And, all of us step up, make the shot, or even if we don't, we all have confidence that one another is going to make a big play. And luckily for me, I've been, clutch sometimes I haven't, and, it's been working out for us this year.
Joel, you had a small setback earlier in the month with an ankle injury. Give us an update on that.
Oh, man, I'm feeling great. Ankle couldn't keep me down for long, man. I'm feeling great.
The Huskies will be the #1 seed in next week's CAA tournament. Talk about the confidence your team has coming into Richmond and how much it would mean to win the championship for the first time in school history.
Oh, man, thinking ahead, we can't overlook a great Old Dominion team coming here Saturday. We got to take care of business there. But going into the conference tournament, man, we have a lot of confidence, and coaching staff is very happy, and trainers and everything. We're all excited about it, and we got a great chance to do something special down there, and we're just going to give it our all.
Joel, thank you for joining us today, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Joel Smith of the CAA regular season champion Northeastern Huskies joining us today on CAA Hoops Weekly. Rob, we know who's going to be the tournament's #1 seed, but a few more spots are up for grabs as we head into the last weekend of play. We begin in Newark as the Delaware Blue Hens, who have locked up the #2 seed Wednesday night, play host to a George Mason squad looking to lock up the #3 spot.
Yeah, George Mason needs a win in this game to secure the #3 spot in the tournament. The Patriots have to bounce back from that loss to Towson on Tuesday night, but they've actually been better on the road than they have been at home in CAA play with a 6-2 record. Their big center, Eric Coase, 13 points and 15 rebounds against Towson, his third double-double in 6 games, and is playing pretty well. Delaware, on the other hand, is coming off a 57-56 win at Hofstra on Wednesday night. The Blue Hens have been involved in 6 straight games decided by 2 points or less, and they're 5-1 in those contests. Devon Scadler with a team-high 19 points at Hofstra, his 36th straight game in double figures, and he moved into the #3 spot on Delaware's all-time scoring list.
George Mason and Delaware will be nationally televised on Saturday at 2 on the NBC Sports Network. Then at 6 o'clock on many Comcast Sportsnet regional networks, it will be the red-hot William & Mary Tribe playing host to the JMU Dukes, who, just like Mason, are in that mix for the #3 spot.
Yeah, if Mason loses their game to Delaware, JMU can take the #3 seed with a victory over the Tribe. Now, the Dukes had won 7 of their last 9 before dropping their last 2 games by a total of 6 points. Senior A.J. Davis has been on fire off the bench, back-to-back 20-point performances last week, and he also had 27 points when JMU beat the Tribe in Harrisonburg earlier this season. Now for William & Mary, they've won 4 out of their last 5 after winning 73-72 at UNCW on Wednesday night. Tribe shooting better than 51% from the floor over its last 8 games, and many of those have been coming from 3-point range. Marcus Thornton has now reached double figures in 30 straight games for William & Mary.
Now here's a look at the rest of this weekend's action around CAA men's basketball. Now as we switch over to the women's side, the 18th ranked Delaware Blue Hens remained undefeated in conference play as they picked up a road win at Hofstra Thursday night.
Yeah, the game was tight in the first half, but Delaware outscores the Pride 40-18 over the final 20 minutes to lock up their 2nd straight CAA regular season title and the #1 seed for the CAA Women's Basketball Championship. 32 points and 10 rebounds for All-American Elena Delle Donne, and Danielle Parker also with a double-double, 14 points and 10 rebounds as the Blue Hens win their 20th straight game. Candace Bond scored a team-high 14 points for Hofstra, and Shantae Evans grabbed 8 rebounds to get within 8 of the CAA's all-time rebounding record.
Also on Thursday night, a long-standing women's basketball rivalry comes to a close as the JMU Dukes knocked off the Old Dominion Lady Monarchs.
Yeah, so many great games between these two teams over the years, and it was a 32-30 contest at the break, but JMU with a commanding 46-25 advantage on the glass and pulls away for a 77-61 victory. A pair of freshmen come up big for JMU last night. Guard Precious Hall scores a game-high 23 points, and Jasmine Gwathmey with 13 points and 11 rebounds for a double-double. JMU stays in a tie for second with Drexel at 13-3. ODU gets 13 points from Jackie Cook in the loss.
As we get you ready for this weekend's action, we begin in Boston as Northeastern looks to reach a milestone this season, but will have to top a tough ODU squad coming off that loss to JMU to reach it.
Yeah, at 8-7, Northeastern needs just one more win to record its highest win total ever in CAA play. Now, the Huskies suffered a tough 73-69 loss to Towson on Thursday, but are 4-2 at home in conference play this season and still have their sights set on a top 4 seed in the conference tournament. Now, ODU will be playing its final game as a member of the CAA and be looking to hit the 20-win mark for the season. The two teams met just 2 weeks ago in Norfolk, and the Lady Monarchs pulled out a 70-67 victory that went down to the wire. Jackie Cook with 21 points for ODU in that win, Jules Tunstall with 20 points and 12 boards for the Huskies.
Then at 3:30 on many Comcast Sportsnet regional networks, it will be the 18th ranked Blue Hens playing host to rival Drexel at the Bob Carpenter Center.
Yeah, as you mentioned, two big-time rivals that meet for the second time this season. Delaware had a hard-fought 65-56 victory over the Dragons in Philadelphia. It was a game Drexel trailed just by 2 points with 4 minutes to go. Along with the 24-point effort from Elena Deladon, point guard Kayla Miller with a career-high 11 points and 7 assists in that victory. Holly Mershon had 17 points for the Dragons, along with 7 assists. Both teams were strong defensively in that game and expect that to continue on Sunday. While Delaware is locked up the #1 seed, Drexel's in a tight battle with JMU for the #2 spot.
Now here's the rest of this weekend's schedule around CAA women's basketball. News and notes around the league this week. We begin with the women as Delaware's Elena Deladon and Hofstra's Shantae Evans were chosen as 2 of the top 30 candidates for the Naismith Women's College Player of the Year Award. And on the men's side, Towson's Jarrell Benneman is among 25 finalists for the 2013 Lou Henson Award, which is presented to the top mid-major player in college basketball.
Yeah, tremendous accomplishments for all 3 players. Certainly, Elena and Shantae will go down in history as 2 of the best players ever to play in the CAA. And for Jarrell, has had a tremendous impact for Towson this season with his NCAA leading 19 double-doubles.
Fans, we want to let you know a week from tonight, the CAA will announce its Conference Men's Basketball Awards. And starting today and throughout the week, you, the fan, have the opportunity to vote for who you think should be up on stage receiving awards at the upcoming CAA Men's Basketball Championship Banquet. Log on to CAA Hoop Scoop, the official CAA Men's Basketball blog at caamensbasketball.wordpress.com for more details.
Yeah, as always, the coaches and the media members will have their say who the best players in the league are, but it gives you, the fan, a chance to voice your opinion, and we hope everyone will log on and vote and pick your own All-CAA team.
That is it from us today. Remember that you can find our show and much more video content from around CAA sports at our new home, CAA.tv. We want to thank again Northeastern's Joel Smith for joining us as our special guest on the show today. We'll be right back here next week to get you ready for the 2013 CAA Men's Basketball Championship. Rob, I can't wait.
It should be really exciting, Bobby.
Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the games this weekend, everyone.